Go on the run before I kick you. All right, baby.
Good days, man. When they was that small and loving. Then they get older and then.
Oh yeah, I'm going through it, bro. My oldest. She called me every so often.
How does that make you feel?
You know, I know I gotta let her live her life. I'm right here. She know that.
How old is she now?
19.
19? Yeah, my 19-year-old is going through something like that right now.
Yeah, they see that outside world and they want it, but you know they ain't ready.
Yeah.
You know that.
But they don't.
But
they just see, man,
they just think. They just think because I made it work. You know, all these years, you know, we started from this and come up to this.
But you know what, too? You make it look so easy. And when you make it look that easy, they feel like, okay, if you can make it look easy. And then on top of that, and it's no knock on you, but they like, look, I was raised better than he was raised. I'm more educated than he is.
At that age, yeah.
So I'm like, okay, if he can do it, then I really can do it. You know what I mean?
Then they realize the world grew up with me. And it's some shit.
Yeah, and it's different. It's not the same.
I'm looking back like, man, at the apartments, $1,000 a month. Back then, I couldn't make no $1,000 a month apartment, bro.
Yeah,
them jumps was like $450, $500 a month.
$1,000 a month is like average. That's not even the highest.
Shit. That's
like
shit.
The regular joints.
That's some shit. That's the hood.
And wow, but inflation, man, because you know what it takes for them to fix the buildings, for them to pay their people that work in the buildings. I mean, that maintain the buildings, the electricians. All of their prices have gone up over the years. So of course, everything else is going to go. They got engineers too for the buildings. So
that
they got to pay everybody.
That stuff hazardous, and hazard pay is included in that. That's why they get paid so much. They're going small little crevices and ducking corners. I was an AC tech. You know what I'm saying? For a minute. You know, Wright Mechanical. That was the company I was with.
Did you get your certification?
Oh yeah, I got my certification. I've had them just for years.
For real?
Yeah, I don't have licenses yet, like, to be a boss.
Certifications is what it is, man.
I know, but
you get them certifications.
Yeah, but the license is like mine.
How you get your own?
They see that I got a license, then it's like a whole lot of questions they ain't gotta ask. It's more so how much you want to get paid.
So what is it gonna take for you to get your license?
Money, money and study. I mean, I got the stuff up there to study. I just gotta get the bread together.
That's right. What's up, everybody? We are back, man.
Oh, you was recording already.
I was recording everything. Slim, you see me on.
Oh yeah, 5 minutes.
That's what I'm talking about, man. I told you, man. I'm trying to get them golden moments. The golden moments is what's gonna set it off. You see that, Debo? Look at that, Debo. You see that, Debo?
Yeah, I like this, bro. I like it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I see the shirt. 2 married ass men shirt.
Do you really want to perpetrate? Cause this 38 will be designated for all those who hate it like a chess game, man. I'd have contemplated. Your moves, you lose, now you gave me new moves, more dudes, now the topic.
Right there.
Yes, rocking it.
With
Rocking
hood,
it to the
with hood right there on the middle, right there. Not that anybody need to know who he is. Everybody know who Hood is. Neighborhood superstar, man. So I'm talking about, man. That joint look nice.
I'm the village idiot.
That joint look nice, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that. And you see that that actual design was created by Debo Wayne, Ombre Young, and I'm gonna put his information down the bottom so y'all can click on his information, his Instagram, find out who he is, man. He creates logos, and I am actually wearing the likes, follows, and retweets joint that I myself created.
That's what's up, though.
Yeah, and
it looked like you actually drew it. You drew it?
Nah, I did it on an app. It's an app for everything. Everything, man. How you been doing, man? How was your weeks? Your last couple of weeks? You looking good, man. Look like you been in the gym.
Yeah, a little bit. Trying to get my body right. I just can't wait till the weather change because I need that outside basketball bump. get me sweating for real. That sweating in the gym, it's like artificial. It's like microwave.
Hey, you don't need the outside bump. Let me tell you something, man. Anytime you want to come work out with me and my boys, when we working out, let's do it. You can run with them. They would love for you to run with them. Matter of fact, they would probably look at you like food. Like, we got an old man out here.
Yeah, I'm old. I tried lost a couple of moves in basketball,
Hey,
but
man,
you
you
know,
still gonna get that burn though.
yeah.
Last night they was up in the gym. We had our 17, 18 youth up in the gym. We training for summer. Summer it gets serious. We play against people in different states all over the United States, man. We going to Pennsylvania, we going to Tennessee, we going to Florida, we going to Jersey. You know what I mean? Last year we was winning championship after championship. North Carolina, like we were just killing them. But you know what I mean? The older the kids get, the worse the freaking, well, not the worse, but the harder the competition get.
Yeah, but they need that, man. Iron sharpens iron. You gotta teach them that early.
Absolutely,
You
man.
can't have your kids pussyfooting through life, man.
Absolutely.
You wonder why the world the way it is right now.
I agree 100%, man. So you've been working out, you've been going to the gym?
Yeah, man, a little tennis center in Southeast, right by Hart. Yeah, man, I gotta wait for my kids to get out of school, so I just looked up and saw that and just like spent that little 30 minutes wisely. It's been probably like, I don't know, maybe a little over a month now.
You know, I was pissed off when they first put that joint up.
Really, what?
What? Because we ain't had nothing like that.
It's tennis though, but
It's a tennis. They got a tennis bubble.
I wish
they
it
look
was
beautiful.
I wish it was basketball, but that's all Southeast know.
That's
Football
all we
and
know.
basketball.
That's all we
and
know.
then when I seen tennis, I was just like, yeah. And then Venus and Serena was popping at the time.
Absolutely.
And I'm looking around. I was like, man, it's a lot of Venuses and Serenas in this area. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised how many people come up out of there.
Raise them up. And plus, across the street, right across the street from it, at Valley Green, they had their basketball courts. Now, they probably didn't want to see you over there, but they figured, you know, the community already got basketball courts, just like you said. Everybody's used to basketball. Let's put them on something else.
Yeah.
Because on the outside, they doing tennis, and on the inside, they teaching people how to produce music. They teaching people how to engineer.
And got the arc down the other end with all these arts and
Way down Mississippi Avenue.
yeah.
Man, I love it for the kids, but I ain't gonna fake, man. I was a little upset. Man, because I think okay, I'm not being fair. I was a little upset because the technology had everything looking beautiful. But how that evens out, how that equals out, is that when we were coming up, everything was free. Like,
Just
we
about.
could be on baseball teams,
Just
football
about.
teams, basketball teams. We can be in karate classes. We doing martial arts. We take gymnastics, and everything was pretty much
I ain't never
free.
seen no martial arts and gymnastics for free.
You should have came to Friendship.
I went to Friendship.
No, I'm talking about after hours
Oh,
to
I
the
didn't know
rec.
about that.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know about
Yes, after hours to the rec, man. My man Sam, he went up to like a black belt. He used to hang out with these dudes named George, and George had a little brother across the street. But since you know, back in the day, if you knew karate, that meant you had to get jumped because that wasn't fair. You
Yeah.
couldn't fight nobody and do karate because that's the same as you pulling out a knife or a gun. Like,
that. You jumped out there, he go karate size your ass.
and then you're gonna get jumped because that's how it worked, man. My brothers
He
jumped
walk around
Sam.
with the Chinese man hat on, did he?
Nah, but they
'Cause I'd
walk
cut him
around.
up. I'd have fried his ass. So I even been wanting to karate size my ass if I saw him.
Let me tell you something, man. Sam was one of my best friends, and you know he been locked up for a minute now. But he looked good too, of course. He's been locked up for a minute. You know, you go in looking like me, you come out looking like Hood, you know, with all the
Fat.
muscles and everything. But you know, when we were all young, and my brothers came to live with us, they didn't know, nor did they respect my friends yet. But when they started beefing with somebody, and if one of them started doing karate, well, Leonard and Wayne, they jumped on him. And I'm like, man, go ahead. That's my friend. They like, nah, well, he cheating. He doing karate.
Y'all crazy as shit.
No, I'm dead serious. If I'm lying, one of my friends will tell me. They all know. Man, they like, somebody hit me up one time, man. Why you let your brothers jump Sam? I didn't. They didn't even know how to fight back then. They just was trying to take up for each other because they never seen a hood dude pull out karate. Except for you was Guardian Angel. I'm just saying.
Them niggas is funny. I respect their message and what they trying to do, but them niggas taking it too far.
Yeah.
They be taking it too far. Man.
Yeah, they the neighborhood snitch, and if you try to do something, they got a whistle and they know martial arts.
Yeah, and they posture is all wrong. They're gonna stick out. Nobody's gonna connect with them.
Nobody.
That posture.
Nobody, man. Nobody.
We pay attention to a lot of shit. There's a lot of unspoken things that we do amongst each other. That's why two dudes from DC, not DMV, DC.
DC.
Two
DC.
dudes from DC. If they somewhere else at the same time, they gonna know that dude from DC.
That dude from DC. Because you can't. The reason why you can't say DMV is because in the M of DMV, you got Waldorf and you got Baltimore. Waldorfians don't act the same way as Bama's from Sea Pleasant and Largo, Orlando, but they don't. They don't act the same way as people from Capitol Heights and District Heights. They don't. Baltimoreans, they act more like they from Philly or New York than they do from anywhere else. That's why people separate Baltimore.
They're from Maryland.
From Maryland, like they're their own state. We know that they're only a city. And we actually like their crab cakes. We go out there. It's beautiful sometimes of the year. But they stick out like a sore thumb. You know that they're from Baltimore. They even got their own slang. Like the way they say they twos and they...
Hot dog.
They say, what in the world?
That shit, I mean, people say we got accents. I mean, I go up north somewhere, they be like, man, that DC accent.
Yeah.
I don't hear it. You know what I'm saying? I really don't hear it. I go down the country and I hear that thick, go around to the car house, boy. And you don't know what the hell they really saying.
You don't hear nothing.
You don't know what they saying. They say I talk slow, but they understand me, but I got an accent.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, I knew some people from New York, man. They used to say I was country as I don't know what.
Yeah.
I'm like, country? What
Go
you mean I'm
son.
country?
Word, son.
Yeah, I'm like, country? That's because although they do the Nasen and Son and Dunny and all that other stuff, they actually speak extremely proper. Like, they pronounce their R's and their S's and their T's.
It's that New York accent.
Yeah, it's just they just say it hard.
Yes.
Like, everything got to be like, I'm about to stab you.
Yeah, it's aggressive.
Like,
yeah, it's crowded up there, bro. When you got crowded, you got aggression. It's crowded. They on top, man. You seen the parking lot up there? It's a fucking parking tower.
Yeah, it is.
They fucking park cars stack them on top of each other, man.
It is. And they use every bit of real estate. My wife and I was out there, man. We
crazy.
realized
Won't
they
you
use
expand?
every single bit of real estate. They don't build out, they build up. That's like, and you're absolutely right. When you leave out the hotel to go view the city, just walking around, and you look at their parking garage, their outside parking garages, they literally have the cars parked on top of each other. And I'm like, how in the hell they do that? So you come out there and be like, all right, you come from a restaurant with your lady, and you give me your ticket, you know what I mean? They be like, okay, I got you.
This nigga look way up there.
Like, how you gonna get that jump down?
What the fuck?
Like, come on, bro. But that's so crazy how you can be just one state away and it be so different.
Dog, it's different within the state, bro.
It is. It is.
It's in DC, man. You go from southeast to southwest, southeast, northeast, northwest. You gonna think you with 4 different states.
Is it because people crave their own identity?
I think it's more so environment.
You think it's environment?
Yeah, because, people from southeast, they act southeast. Not disrespectful.
But it's just people who green, they just act green.
Yeah, you just see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you got northwest where, they more.
Those are uptown hustlers.
Yeah, they uptown. They
feel like they better than people though, man. Uptown.
Nah, I don't really.
Think so?
I know some cool
Rifle in
motherfuckers.
them?
I know some cool motherfuckers.
Your family from uptown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Up
born
there by
I was-
Macombos.
Man, fucking. What's this Spanish place now? Columbia Heights. That's where we was living when I was
Oh, bro?
born. Yeah.
I ain't too familiar with uptown. I stayed away from uptown. I was one of them southeast Southeastians that that's not even a word. But I was one of them youngers from Southeast that, man, only way we travel is to Iveson Mall. And we sometimes go to Tyson Corner.
I travel, bro.
Yeah.
I like people, different people. And yeah, I did the Iverson and Eastover, and it's just the loyalty thing in me. You know what I'm saying? I go to Iverson and Eastover. You know, I don't give a fuck.
Iveson and Eastover.
Yeah, but when I was younger, man, I stayed out City Place, Wheaton Plaza. I wanted to be away from home. My grandma lived out there anyway, so I just found that out. And then we start seeing white girls that like black dudes, and you're like, I don't get this in Southeast.
For real?
Yeah, no bullshit, bro. All races. You see a little Asian junk with a fat ass, you like, you know they had those.
You never cracked the Asian or a white girl.
Nah, no, white girl, but never Asian.
Okay, and since this is a family show, I ain't gonna ask you about that.
Please
but I
don't.
do want to ask you something though, man, because you brought up your family, and I want to know y'all too, because I was just listening to this show, right? And they was talking about something that we had a small conversation about on Facebook. You know, like if your friend once dated somebody, what's the amount of time, or if you would even think about dating that person or cracking that person. Now, that's not the question, though. The question is, how do you look at loyalty? Is loyalty the same with family as it is with friends, as it is with coworkers? Like, how does your loyalty, and also on top of that, how did you learn it? Like, did you learn your loyalty from loyal people, or did you learn your loyalty because you didn't have that and you made the decision that later on in life?
I mean, I think it's more so life lessons. You know what I'm saying? Kind of go through life lessons. Like, as a young kid in Northeast, when I was coming up, we lived on 16th Street, right off of Blainsburg Road, and had a couple of little friends out there, and I noticed one of them, when his cousin come around, he ain't fuck with us. Yeah, and I was just like, whoa, you know, what the fuck?
Just cut y'all off.
We looking like, damn, where Slim go? You know what I'm saying? Then his cousin gone, cousin come for the weekend, cousin come back, he back outside with us. You know what I'm saying? Then he'd make like, oh yeah, I'm about to do, it was a birthday party. He was telling us about his birthday party. And I was looking, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna come. You know, you my man, I'm gonna come. And at the birthday party, the cousin was there. You know what I'm saying? I knew the cousin, but not like, you know, well enough to like be rapping to him, like, you know, like we really had a conversation, but we would play ball together against each other somewhere, but we recognized each other, and it wasn't no bad thing. So I walk over to him and like, hey, what's good, bro? You know what I'm saying? He like, then the cousin say, so these the dudes you talking about you don't fuck with? Why you invite them to the party?
Whoa.
So he was like,
whoa,
looking, and then I looked, and I was like, whoa, and he was just like, damn, you don't fuck with him? I know him. He cool. Then he looked at his cousin and was like, damn, dog, you ain't loyal. It just flat out like that. And I was just like, and that stuck out. And I was just like, wow. And I'm thinking back like, man, every time Slim came around,
he did the same
same shit.
Yeah, did. And then when he leave, he come right back.
And then the cousin started coming around, come looking for me, because we knew each other. You know what I'm saying? So he come looking for me.
He come looking for loyal.
Yeah, and I'm looking, I'm like, hey, where cuz at? He was like, man, I ain't even go over there yet. I just came over here. Came around here. Let's go play ball. Let's go holler at these chicks, whatever. Man, we was real young.
Now, I mean, but that back and forth taught you right there that loyalty was important.
Yeah.
So how in the world, I mean, how does that tie into, okay, my friend is dating somebody. My friend is dating somebody. They stop messing with each other. Shorty try to holler at me.
You know,
am I going to talk to her? Or, and also, you know, you got to also look at it because you got a lot of friends. Yeah. You got a lot of friends. You got friends that you grew up with, your day ones. You got the Vans that you seen in the hallways. You probably knew who he was, but you know, you got with them a little later.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got people that's you only know on Facebook. You know what I mean? Or you only know through other people. How do you distinguish between which one I'm going to be loyal to?
You know, loyalty is vague at that point. You know what I'm saying? I know I won't invade his home, invade his personal business, try to talk to his wife or family or nothing like that. You know, just keep it 100. We friends on Facebook. I see him in public. Hey, what's good? How you doing?
Right.
Beautiful family, blah, blah, blah. Just chop it up with him.
Right.
You know, but I don't really know that person. So I can't.
So they're not even in that friend book.
They ain't even there because they already, you know, red flags up already.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And yeah, that's.
So you're saying it's fair game?
Fair game? Nah, I'm just.
I'm saying you said that I don't even know him like that.
Yeah, so I'm not expecting loyalty from him.
Okay, got you.
You know, I can't speak for him.
I got you.
But I'm not expecting any of this from him. But I know me as a dude. I'm not going to invade your home.
Okay, I got you.
Not like that. Messing with your family.
See, that's a code. It's what I'm trying to break it. Right? And forgive me for asking all that, because I'm trying to break this code. I'm trying to figure out where did you learn this from, man? Like, who was you watching that moves like that? That you're deciding, because you do, I don't know if you realize it or not, but you're not one of the regular guys who I mean, you're not an opportunist. You do realize that most people are opportunists. Like, if they get an opportunity to get at somebody that they thought that they ain't even have a chance at, or an opportunity that, for instance, they will stab you in the back, even if they work with you, and they see an opportunity to take your position and make like $2 more. You know what I mean? They'll probably say, look, I ain't do it. I ain't see who did it, but I think, you know, such and such did it. You know, Booker probably did it. And you know what I mean?
Hey, I fess up anyway. If I fess up, I can't.
How did you learn that, man?
No, it ain't no learning thing. It's just me being me. I can't like lie to somebody and then sit around them on that jump. It'll fuck me up. It'll eat me up. I won't be right.
I got you.
I won't be right. It'll be guilt, all types of dumb shit, and I won't be. And it'll come out. And I just have to. Oh, my bad. I did it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like feeling like that.
Really?
I like a clean slate. I like to be able to sleep at night.
You're a good dude, man. And I apologize for keep on putting you in the pedestal. But I'm just saying, bro. All right, I'm going to put it to you like this. Me, if I like you, if I know you, if I respect you, I'll hold you down.
Oh, that's what's up.
But me, if I don't like you, if I don't respect you, if I don't even fool with you like that, it ain't nothing for me to lie to you in your face and make you feel like I'm your guy. I'm your dude. It's just, and honestly, that's just how I was raised. Because I was always one of the smallest guys in the crew, right? I always had heart, but I was always one of the smallest guys in the crew. I always had girls liking me because I was, you know, a little dark-skinned dude, could sing. I had pretty teeth back then. And, you know, I had curly hair and all that other stuff. But I learned tricks and I learned to be calculating at an extremely, you know, young age. And that right there still sets on me. And it didn't really take until I started to have children.
Yeah, for you to get it.
For me to really start to understand that you're hurting people by lying to them. You're hurting people by misleading them. But when worse comes to worse, not even worse comes to worse, if it comes down to it and I had to act, let's go.
Yeah,
I can get in the character, but the fact that you feel hurt, like you feel some type of way for lying to something, I think that's great, man. That's phenomenal. Hopefully you see that as a great thing. You said it's messed up, but it's awesome.
I don't. I mean, my wife tells me all the time. She was like, man, don't worry about this, don't worry about that. You know, you doing it right. It might not feel because everybody else doing it differently. But, dog, it's like, man, I'd be punished for doing the right shit. I would be punished. You know, and I'm just like, the fuck, if I just lied, I'd have been over there.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it's like, I don't know. People want to be harder on me because I have the potential to be better than them. Fuck that. Be equal all the way across. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
because they
I don't like
expect-
being single, but singling me out is the worst way to get me, cause I will be gone. You try to single me out, yeah, I'll find every reason for you to not to. Cause
Really?
I'm the dude in the middle of the crowd. I don't want to be in the front. I don't want to be in the back. Just want to be amongst the crowd. That's just, you know what I'm saying?
Don't take this the wrong way. I don't like niggas like you, man. Because the people who don't want to be in the front usually end up
In the front.
in the front because integrity wins. That's something that people don't realize. Yeah, you would lose some battles here and there,
Yeah, I know that.
but you will end up winning the war. And people don't. I'm just now starting to realize that integrity actually wins. That when you stand for something, it actually wins. When the last time you seen anybody pass away? Be honest with me. Anybody. I'm talking about all these celebrities that was held down the same way Nipsey Hussle was online. And you ain't even know the nigga.
I ain't even know.
That's because he stood for something. Honestly,
I look at the public reaction off of that, and I'm just like, wow, Slim must have did something. I heard the name Nipsey Hussle before. I don't think I ever heard the song. I don't think I ever seen him until he was all up and down Facebook. You know what I'm saying? But when I hear Nipsey Hussle, I hear
and Twitter and
empowerment,
Instagram.
black, you know, lift up. And I'm just like, wow, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's fucked up, you know, and I think it's a conspiracy. But what do I know?
The thing is what do any of us know? Honestly, what do we know? What we learn in schools is what they let us learn, what they give us. When we go out on Google and learn, that's what they allow people to put out there into the web.
Yeah, because all that shit ain't true either.
All that ain't true. So exactly, what do any of us know? I actually researched Nipsey Hussle probably like 4 years ago because of his investments that he was making. I heard, because I'm always looking to make some money.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like the guy that's, what you call it, the master, not the master of all trades. How's it go? Jack of all trades, master of none.
Same here.
But I always hate that about myself. Like, I'm always this close to the bag, and then I'm this close to the bag, then I'm
You
like,
know,
and it be all from my own skills, my own abilities, my own talents, my own gifts, and then I talk myself out of it. I walk myself back from it and won't get it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, if you do something different in your life, that's gonna change. I don't know what it is.
I'm doing it now.
But I don't know what it is. I don't want to know. I ain't gonna ask. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you, you know.
I'm trying to do it
My
now.
granddad, one of his favorite things to say, you know, you want something you never had, you got to do something you never done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it makes so much sense. You know, just like I'm a jack of trades, man. I can do a little bit. I can do well enough at everything. Well enough. But it's no one thing that I'm better at. You know, and it's not that I don't like it. I mean, I like the fact to be able to have my hand in so much and not get worked by some kind of dude coming in here working on anything in my house, or looking at a dude working on my car, knowing he lying to me or something like that. And my career wise, this is probably why I'm kind of at a plateau, because it's right there. You know, I just gotta do it.
That's deep, man.
Yeah, but you know,
That's
just
deep.
being honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself, bro. Everything gonna change.
That's easier said than done. Like,
Nah,
because
you always honest to yourself. It's just you talk yourself out of it.
Oh, you talking about me?
I'm talking about period.
Oh.
Any person in this world.
Oh well, me. I'm me.
Any person in
Okay,
this
I
world.
will tell you 100%. I will tell you 100%. Me myself personally, as an individual, indivisible under God, I'm always honest with myself.
That's what's up.
I'm always like extremely honest to a fault, to the point where I embarrass my family because I'm always going to be myself. It's easy for me to be honest with myself, but it's the same level of I can just as easily lie because I'm used to it. It's
Yeah,
like
to keep calm and to keep kind of tame, to kind of tone it back. You gotta kind of. Well, I guess yeah. I do that. You know.
imagine you went to the military, right? And they trained you up to be a gunner. You the guy that sits 700 yards away, and you looking into that scope, and you the person that can pick people off left and right. You don't forget that skill.
No, you don't.
You just don't. You don't forget that skill, and when it's time to use the skill, sometimes it kicks in.
Kicks in,
Immediately.
instinct takes over.
Yeah, the instinct takes. Now that's the part that I'm trying to sit down.
Yeah.
We don't need to lie right now. Sit down. We don't need to be calculating right now. We don't need to be conniving right now. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Let's do this the right way. Let's try to do this the right way. Because the only thing in my life that's actually working is because I did it the right way. And that's my marriage and my family.
That's what's up.
2 married ass men. You dig? But I mean, I'm just saying that's the only thing that's really going the way I want it to go. That in my career, because I've been doing that. Like, I'm. My wife, she tell me all the time, "You dress like that when you go to school, when you go to work. You really talk to them white people like that? Yeah, I'm like this with everybody."
You gotta be true to yourself. Be the same person. Because the people that like you gonna come around and the ones that don't won't. And let them know you hood, because if they try you, just know they might get something.
They might get it.
Yeah.
They might get it, man. They might get it. One of the things, I was talking to my cousin Ken. Ken Fells, what's up with you, man? I was talking to Ken, and I told him, he came up to me acting like he was about to karate kick me because I was talking trash to him. He's one of the coaches for the Team Rampage Orange, and his wife is first cousins with my wife, and they cool as hell, man. And
That's what's up.
I told him one time, man, my dad embarrassed the hell out of me because he let this dude slap the hell out of him, and he didn't do nothing back. He didn't do nothing to him. He just let him, and maybe he thought that by doing nothing, that would show a different type of strength. But unfortunately, we were hood boys, and I'm like, Dad, you need to come up. You need to, what you gonna do?
But he had y'all there.
What you gonna do? But he like, I'm not gonna, do nothing in front of my sons, or I'm not trying to get my ass beat in front of my sons. Either way, I'm not that way. When my neighbors were cussing around my kids, I walked up to the neighbor and I said kindly, "Could you please stop cussing around my kids?" Now I'm grown away from that, but they was younger, and me, I was a little different. And he said, "Well, then tell him to keep the goddamn frisbee from across my yard. I ain't taking this no more." I said, "Dude, I just now said stop cussing around my kids." He said, "What the F you about to do?" I jumped over his fence, and it was on. Let's do it. And then he ran. Afterwards, in a little bit of fisticuffs, he ran and came back out with a pole or whatever. And I was still there. He ran back in the house, called the police. What that taught my kids was stand for something. Always stand for something. Stand on some principles.
Yep.
The same way that at the award show, back to Nipsey Hussle, when some security guard tried to bully him to do something and he tried to push him, you probably didn't see it at all. But Nipsey Hussle, slim dude, slapped the hell out of him. It was a slap that was heard across the world. Google it when you get a chance. The Nipsey Hussle slap. Y'all remember the Nipsey Hussle? It just happened like 2 years ago.
Wow,
He slapped the shit out of him. But that just showed him, look, I'm a man just like you a man. When you cross that line of disrespect, it is what it is. Now, I ain't trying to take it nowhere else. I ain't trying to beat you down and embarrass you. I'm just showing you that when you touch me, I didn't give you permission. Take that with you. Yeah. You know what I mean? It could have been a 2-piece and a biscuit. It could have been my men stomp you out and embarrass you. But he wasn't about that. He was just about, I'm a man, you a man. Don't disrespect me, I won't disrespect you.
That's what's up.
And that's it.
Stand-up dude.
Hey, man, real stand-up dude. But that's the thing, though. I wanted to ask you, do you think that because you are a man of principle. And you're teaching a family how to be, how to maintain, how to move in the streets. Were you taught this level of principle? I look at you right now, and dude, I'm trying to figure out who sat down with you like Grasshopper. You know, you need to be like this, and you need to do that. And who taught you this, man?
I'm an outside kid, dog. I was outside since I was 5, up and down the block, a couple blocks down the street, since I was 5. And all I did was pay attention. I mean,
So
everywhere I went, people knew me. My aunts, my uncles, they was known throughout the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? It was the Rayful era. He kind of had Northeast around by Orleans, like every ice cream truck. Kids ain't had to pay for shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was. Hey, little Bubbles, I'm gonna tell Kelly I saw you around here. You better take your little ass home.
That was the good old days,
Little
man. Somebody tell you,
Miss Tina Bubbles around the corner again.
Yeah.
Miss Tina Bub around the corner again. Like 5 years old at the corner store. Trying to get penny candy.
Yeah, little hood boy, man.
I'm talking about crossing Florida Avenue.
I know. I was going into Eastover when I was like 5 or 6 years old. Like, I mean, I know but you know, our kids not raised like that. Our kids not, and it might be something to do with us. Are we sheltering them? Are we keeping them so safe and so cuddled in? Like, we know the streets are dangerous, baby. You ain't got to do it. I got a car now. Let's go do it together.
They just need that. They just need to know that, you know, I'm trying to shield you from some shit, but I ain't going to, like, shut you off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they still go to school in Southeast. You know? They still got Southeast friends. They still look out the, you know, school window and see somebody getting locked up or something like that. So they still see it. It just ain't up close.
Right.
I seen shit up close.
Yeah.
I mean, bloom.
And it's nothing to brag about. It's nothing.
It ain't.
It's stuff that you want to forget.
It fucks with you. It really does. To see a dead body, like somebody dead.
And honestly, it sickens me when people try to brag about it, man. That they saw it. Like they bragged that they was out there. That they was a part of the, you know, the crowd that saw it. I seen them right when it happened. And nigga.
Yep. As soon as the police come around, I don't know nothing. Shut up. You saw it, man. Take that in the house. Keep that to yourself. Mind your business. Mind your business. If you can see something and it's unfair, old woman, little kid, little baby, something happening to them, I suggest you step in. Because I would.
Absolutely.
Without hesitation.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? As far as
100%.
a man and a woman, you know, I understand the stigma about man never put your hands on a woman. I understand that. But some women out here hit first, you know? So I won't touch that. I won't take a side in that. I don't know who's wrong. You know
Back in
what
the
I'm
day,
saying?
I was that hood kid that loved to see anything, man. I'd pull up a chair and some popcorn, if anything. I'm talking about if somebody shooting between right here and right there.
Yeah, dog.
You know what I mean? You want to be a part of it.
Until you see the results from that shit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know what I'm saying? You hear a gun go off and it's like close to you. That shit hurt.
It does.
You know, like, I ain't saying like right next to me, but
It does, man.
close.
I got you.
That pow or that douche. You know what I'm
And
saying?
it don't sound nothing like on TV.
Nah, I don't.
It don't sound nothing like on
And
TV.
sometimes you don't even hear it. You just see a nigga bleed.
Yeah.
You like, whoa, what the sitting on the wall at the high rise, at the edge of the parking lot. We all outside laughing, joking, joning, just a regular old summer night. We deep as shit right there. Ain't no beefing.
Those the days,
Yeah,
man.
Wasn't no beef. It was joning, freestyle rapping, laughing. Girls was out. We had a couple.
That was
drinks,
real
couple
love,
J.
man. That was real love.
We
boy.
was having fun. Next thing you know, shots ring out. Pow, 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 pow. We hit tink, 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 hitting the gate right by us. Everybody scattered. I had a flight jacket on. It wasn't summer if I had a jacket on, so I don't know. Maybe spring.
It depends,
Maybe
because
fall.
sometimes
Maybe
we did it
fall.
for fashion.
Maybe fall. I don't know if maybe it was a weekend. I don't know. It was school. I doubt if it was school next day because we was out. It was late. But everybody break out running. I come, one of my man say, yo, you got your coat got a hole in it. So I immediately go like this. You know, I don't feel nothing on me, but you know the right zipper in the back, the bullet went right through my coat.
Wow.
Right through my coat. I mean, it went through the jacket, both the back and the front, and there was nothing in me. So apparently, I had my arms flailing right through my coat.
Wow.
Yep.
Back in the day, boy.
Yeah, that shook me up. I ain't come outside for a minute.
You tell your kids about stuff like that?
Nah.
Why don't you share stories like that with your kids?
Not my girls. I don't think they ready. My oldest daughter, if we have a conversation that leads into this, I spill a couple of beans on a couple of things I went through. A lot of shit I don't want to tell her. Might give her ideas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, couple of situations that I see her going through or hear about her going through, I give her something similar as to what I went through.
I understand.
Yeah, but my son, I don't really
100%.
talk this too much shit about my son because he with these kids that see that shit as cool. And nah, he don't need to hear about
And they
that
can't
right
wait to be, if they haven't seen it yet, they can't wait to be a part of the number that actually sees it.
now.
It's not a good look, man. It's not a good look to see nobody laying out.
And you wonder why
lifeless.
we act the way we are sometimes because we seen some shit that we shouldn't have. Early, man. And you wonder why it's like, well, niggas don't have no feelings, don't care. The killer's getting younger and younger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's sad. We need to look out for each other for real. We all we got, bruh. But we hate each other the most.
You know what? I think that's what that movie Us is about. Because when they look out the window, they see themselves trying to attack themselves. And I think it's what it's saying is that we are our own worst enemy sometimes.
Oh, for sure. We definitely are.
I think we are definitely. Man, I might have said some shit just now. What? I mean, I'm just saying. Look, I mean, but you led me into that. I'm just saying this. Sometimes we are our own worst enemies. Like people was talking about the conspiracies of Nipsey Hussle, man. Maybe the government got to him. Maybe this. Maybe that. Maybe this. Maybe that. But then I was thinking about something because I say it all the time as a joke. My joke is, yeah, I'm from Southeast. When I was there, I loved it. I was a part of all the BS, but I'm the biggest Southeast sellout ever. Why? Because when I hit 18, I was gone and never came back.
Sure.
Never.
Come to visit.
And unfortunately, a lot of the guys, these celebrities, these rappers who are ending up dead, these basketball players who are ending up dead, it happens in their old neighborhood, man.
They come back, yeah.
When they come back to party, when they come back to give back to community, when they come back to do what people have been speaking about all their lives, like you need to bring the money back and open up businesses, okay? I'm doing that. And then I gotta get shot and killed in front of my store? Dude, I done gave out shoes to everybody in elementary schools. I done gave out jobs. I done gave out all these opportunities. And my life gotta be ended at 33.
That's how you know, that's how I figure that there's a bigger picture behind it. Because if this dude was out just to make money, we wouldn't even be talking about this right now.
Not at all.
He's trying to change us
Not at all.
collectively.
Not at all.
Like a mind shift movement. Do you understand that if every person, every urban person, because it ain't just about black now, you know what I'm saying? Every person live in an urban area that kind of living check to check, you know what I'm saying? If everybody take the same mindset, every fucking thing would change. Everything would go bankrupt. Why do you need a Gucci shirt? Get Fruit of the Loom. Or go to Debo. Debo got shirts. Buy all your shirts.
Or go to
from
Van.
Debo. Or Van.
Come to me.
Just think about it though. Just think about it. Everybody just stop at the Gucci store and just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna go ask Van, could he make a shirt like that?
We can wear our own stuff.
Right, but if everybody do that, do you know it'll be a fucking catastrophe throughout the world? If everybody, the rich people, if you got money, if you don't got it, whatever, if everybody stop Just one day. One day. Instead of going shopping, instead of swiping your card, one day. Everybody. I challenge everybody. One day. Just put the card up. You know what? Call out of work and sit home. It will be a catastrophe, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna lose a lot of money.
It ain't about losing money. They gonna crumble because they ain't gonna know what to do.
After one day?
After one day, if everybody just not go to work.
So you think we are the ones that keep them afloat?
No, you know, it's a Bentley on the outside, right? Yeah, but it ain't nothing but screws and bolts in the inside of that shit, bro.
I like that. Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
okay.
Take all them screws out that Bentley. That Bentley ain't shit.
I got you.
That's
Wow.
it, bro.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
heavy, man.
I'm telling you. But won't nobody do
That's
it.
heavy.
I called the radio station. Them niggas hung up on me. I ain't even gonna tell the station. But I was just like, yo, why y'all be playing this music? And he was like, huh? This the hot top 40, whatever. I was like, man, fuck him if I give some money. Come on, do it like this, that, now, blah, 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 man. Play win. Drake, J-Rock, win. Play some J. Cole. Just those two cats in a row, don't matter which song. Play that for me. Hello? Hung up on me, bro.
That's because it's
I
about
wasn't
the money,
on
man.
air. That's why I felt I can just speak freely. I wasn't on air, and I knew it. But yeah, he hung up on me.
Well, they gotta do what the money tells them to do. I mean, at the end of the day, I understand. We're talking about making a difference, and they can definitely start it off with making a difference. They can. I believe our DJs back in our day actually used to do that.
Yes, they
I
played
think
what they
used to do that.
wanted.
They played what they
Come
felt
on, man.
was
Fight the Power
important at
came
the
on
time.
3-4 times in a row.
Yeah,
It
and
was
you
just like,
think that was at the
one
top of
more
the charts?
time.
You think that was at the
Hell
top?
no,
Hell
it wasn't
no.
no top
But they
of
were
the
still
chart.
playing it.
We are the
They
world.
don't do that now. They don't do that now.
Nah,
they don't do that now. They
they
play what the
vibe.
money tells them to play.
And that's sad.
Like, in order for me to be popping,
Sad. That's the wrong
I gotta
thing running
keep
the
up with
world.
the other guys that's putting out all this, that, and the other.
That's the wrong
I
shit
know.
running the world.
Look, let me tell you something. I'm wearing a likes, follows, and retweets t-shirt, right? Bub is wearing a Two Married Ass Men t-shirt. I mean, hoodie right now. If we were single, we can bag the same bras that these dudes out here wearing Fendi, Gucci, Prada, driving this, that, and the third. We can get out there and get them same with a $25 t-shirt and a $40 hoodie. It don't take all that. It don't take all that. At the end of the day,
It
we
do
do it
these
because
days.
we're ignorant. We feel like in order for us to keep up with the rest of the world, we have to look a certain type of way. And honestly, to keep it a buck, and I touched on this a little bit earlier about myself, but I think that's something that the world actually needed. I ain't trying to be conceited or nothing. I ain't trying to be, above, thinking I'm better than anybody, because I'm not. I acknowledge that 100%. But I am cool with Van no matter what I got on, man. No matter who I'm around, I could be chilling with Obama. I'm
Shit.
still gonna be me.
It's a hole in these pants, and I don't even give a fuck.
I'm gonna be me. Look, the same me I am with Hood. I'm gonna be that with the president or the congressmen or my supervisor. That's just me. That's and I think the world needs more of that. I think for some reason we get afraid to be ourselves, man.
That's it. Because we're looked down on being ourselves. We from this area, Caged animals don't know how to act out in the wild. We don't get out of the hood. If you don't get out of the hood, you ain't gonna know how to act outside of it. If
That's
a white
true.
person move in your neighborhood, y'all singling the motherfucker out. Like, what the fuck this nigga want? You want to beef with him because he white? Be smart, bro. This dude lives near you. He's a part of your community.
It's
now.
part of the community now. And it's
You know what
about
I'm
the
saying?
community.
And you
It's about the
welcome that
community.
dude. He ain't coming in hating, nigger, get off my yard. Then yeah, fuck him up. But
Yeah, whoop his ass.
yeah, but if he coming and hey, how you doing? I'm neighborly. I hardly know my neighbors. They cool. I know them. I say hi when I see them. But I'm neighborly. If I got a cigar and a brew and my neighbor pull up, hey, you want one, bro? You know what I'm saying? That's just me.
But you're a different dude. I'm sorry for keep saying that, man. You're just a different dude,
And
man.
cat down the street, man, he cool. I don't even know his name, but we done hit a cigar and brew together, talk football, what we do for work and all that shit. And I don't even know his name.
My wife does. Joyce, she says all the time. Joyce, my wife, for those those of y'all that don't know, she says, "How in the world are white people still friends with you? You still say cracker on the internet. You still say this." Guess what, guys? When I'm talking to white people, I talk to them with respect. I talk to them with respect, but I'm still myself. I never deter from being Van Hall. Ever. Ever.
Can't.
Now, if they start jumping out there saying little silly stuff, I'm right there with boom, 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 boom. But the thing is, if you give it, expect to receive it. And if you don't receive it, ask for it or demand it. And if you don't get it then cut off relationship, cut off ties. Point blank, period. You ain't ever got to be anything you're not to get something that you ain't got. Simple and plain. You ain't got to fake for nobody, man. Ever.
But most of all, we be faking for ourselves. You know, they looking to meet you, the real you, and you come in with, talking like you don't talk. Talking like you don't talk, acting like you don't act. Wonder why you fumbling over yourself, because you're not used to being that way.
That's true, man.
That's
true.
People, I meet people. You know what I'm saying? I'm the same dude. I hate to hear, oh shit, boss man coming today, straighten your man. Fuck that. I'm not, no. Fuck. People I work with wanna, they wanna step off when the boss come. Oh shit, they here. Oh,
yeah, go hide out.
Hey, I'm about to go downstairs and do this. I'm about to go. Man, I was sitting my ass right there looking at ESPN when they show up. Ain't no different, man. Ain't gonna be different.
Ain't no different. You hired me to be me.
Yeah, man. Sometimes they want to rap to me just to hear what I got to say.
Absolutely.
And one time I was working in Gaithersburg and the boss man came around and I did the normal me. I'm looking at now Facebook and shit. I don't really fuck with that at work. It should be on my phone, but not on my computer. I'm looking at ESPN, look Cowboy News, Wizards News, whatever. Boss man walk in, hey, get the wrapping me up. Next thing you know, hey, we got a position in DC. I know you travel real far to come to Gaithersburg,
That's what's up,
but I got
man.
a position in DC.
That's all right.
He said it's yours to take. You're not going on an interview. You're interviewing them. So if you want it, let them know you want it.
Wow.
If not, come back. And I was just like, bet. Now if I'd have walked off, I'd have missed that. Still been
You would
working
have missed
together.
that opportunity.
Man, I would have missed that if I'd have walked off. Because I'm sure he wouldn't look for me to tell me no shit.
I like that, man.
You know what I'm saying? And $1 million ain't going to come find you. You know what I'm saying?
You're absolutely
you
right.
gotta go get it.
You're absolutely right. But guess what? That's that thing I told you I don't like about you, man. That you like to hang out in the back, but you end up in the front anyway. You end up the man with the opportunities because you're just being yourself.
Yeah, just be singled out. Bro.
I like it, but I don't like it. I'm a little
like
bit. I'm like a pinch, like teaspoon hating on you a little bit.
I don't like the attention because in my kids' school, I'm such a regular face. Hey, you want to talk to everybody in the auditorium in front of all these? I'm like, no, I don't want to do that shit. But then my girls all looking all starry-eyed, and I'm like, gotta get up there and say something. Make sure a cuss word don't come out in the elementary school.
Well, before we end this, I want to bring up something because you brought it up. You brought it up. Your girls, your girls, and your son. I absolutely love how they feel free to be themselves around you and mom.
They got to.
And I only say that because, like, a lot of kids feel free being themselves around their friends, around their counterparts, around their other students in class and whatnot. But then as soon as their mom is around, you know that they like the new songs on the radio. You know that they know every word on the radio. But when you're around, they be like this.
No.
Y'all kids ain't like that. They be like,
Nah, it ain't really, because
I love that, man.
Coming up, our parents parented with fear. You ain't want to get the backhand out of the blue.
Right.
Nobody wanted that. You know what I'm saying? But my kids, there's no fear. You know what I'm saying? I want them to know that, come talk to me. I don't care. Whatever it is. If I find something out that I know you ain't supposed to do, it's going to be worse. It's gonna be worse.
Man, worse up.
We're gonna-
Worse up.
Blue High School. No, it's gonna be worse if I find it. But I will understand if you brought it to me. Bring it to me. Don't let me find out you hook school. Hey, Dad, man, so and so said, and I went with him. I'd be pissed. Don't get me wrong. I'd be pissed. But I'd be happy that he felt comfortable enough to come
To you.
And then it's straight up, dog, don't do that shit no more.
And let me tell you why.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because it'll come to that. It'll come to that because he'll tell me whatever that happened. And then I'll tell him a situation I went through, something similar. And it'll always end with don't do that shit no more.
I love that, man.
And give me your joystick.
It's going to be a punishment after this. But it ain't going to be that hard because it would have been a much more harsh punishment had you just tried to lie about it and hide it from me.
Right, and the girls, they go to mom because the girly feelings and shit, I can't deal with that. I don't want to feel sad because my baby's sad, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, fuck them bitches. You know what I'm saying?
But man, I'm
To
gonna
our
tell y'all
little
something.
kids.
I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. If y'all get a chance, go to Hood Hefner. What's your Instagram? Is it Hood Hefner 202?
Yeah, that's it.
Hood Hefner 202 Instagram. Check him out, man. I'm trying
That's
to tell
just
you.
my life.
And just check out the last post, one of the last posts that he put up. It was of a daddy-daughter dance that he attended, man. He's there, decked out in the tux, and his daughters are there all pretty in their, little gowns and whatever. They look very awesome, but that's not the part that impressed me, although I do love the fact that you're being the grown, the adult, the black man that you want them to see, and you want that's important.
Yeah.
That's important.
You
But
gotta see the hierarchy.
absolutely, and I think that's amazing. But the one thing I want y'all to see is that when they were with their friends, no matter if their dad was around or not, they felt great having a good time.
Oh yeah.
They were dancing, they was partying, they was just doing like. That shows that they are happy, that they're receiving what they need to receive from their mom and their dad, from their community, because it takes a village. When they say it takes a village, it actually does take a village. It's not only them that's raising them to
Schools,
be that
everybody that
fearless.
they're around.
It's everybody that they're around that's raising them to be fearless, man. Congratulations on that, because that was amazing to see.
It
bro.
ain't just me.
That was
They
amazing to
got a
see, man.
mom.
I saw that and I was like, man, that's a beautiful picture. You standing there with the girls all posted up. That's, you know what I mean? I'm the dad. I'm looking good. They looking good. But then you swipe to the left and you see them at the party and they dancing, doing all the new moves. And you're like, man, you just recording it. That's beautiful, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's lovely, man.
They get their confidence from mom. They did mom hurt them and mom just be dancing through the damn house just because. She get off of work, she tell me, oh, I'm so tired. Next thing you know, she dancing in there with me. You know what I'm saying? That's moms, because I didn't know how to do that.
I love that, man.
I didn't know how to do that. It's like, instill confidence. I didn't know how to do it. It's me, it's just, yeah, you can do it, you smart. But mom got that.
You got to show them. She shows them how.
Mom, girls.
Like, follow me.
Yeah, girls. She like, yeah, because she'd be like, look, I could watch. I'm gonna help you do it. I could show you, watch. You know what I'm saying? Mia was struggling with some kind of cheerleading move or something. Man, Robin went in there, heard a boom, boom, boom a couple times. Next thing you know, Mia knew that damn move.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
That's a blessing,
It
bro.
ain't just me. I'm glad, because they would drive me nuts.
That's a blessing, bro.
Myself.
Like, seriously, that's a blessing, man. It's beautiful to see, man.
Yeah, teamwork make the dream work, bro.
Absolutely.
And teachers got this little dojo app. Teachers right at the fingertip.
Really?
Yeah, man. Be like, hey, what's a couple of teachers? The new math they got is fucking retarded.
I don't know that new math.
But
man.
Mia
can't
got
help
the
you with
math
homework,
and she
bro.
got the butterfly with
Help
this
me
and
at
then the other. So I do it the old-fashioned way. And of course, I finished like 5 minutes before she finished her first problem. I did one, and she did one, and I was done, and she was still doing hers. It's just unnecessary steps. But we get different answers. I hit the teacher up. She said, oh man, sounds like one of you guys subtracted when you were supposed to add. So,
one of you guys, let me say that
yes.
very politely.
Yeah, so I take a picture of it and send it. And she's like, oh yeah, Dad got you this time, Mia. You were supposed to subtract. And I was like, bam. And I was like, why the fuck they got to do this shit so retarded? It's just unnecessary.
Oh,
it's like, you know how we had to write it out to see the work.
Right.
I understood that.
Yeah.
You know, so you
And
can
it'd
see
be
the
long
work.
as hell for one problem.
Yeah, but you would look at it and see the steps.
Yeah,
that
you see
took.
everything that you had to do.
But they shit look like scribble. They write over top of the problem that's there.
Yeah.
It's like a X mark they put, and then this and this, and
Yeah.
then I'm just like, how you look back at that and just know what that is?
Yeah, because the letters change the way you're supposed to do it, or the parentheses. No, it's parentheses right
Nah,
there.
see-
So you're supposed to do this first, and then do that last, and then you do this first, or do you do that first? I know you put that first, but I know we put this part first, but the parentheses go first, and you got to do this next, and then you do that. Man, come on, bro.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
dumb. That's just the world trying to confuse our kids, man.
No, but you need that. People don't realize how much you use that. Algebra and shit like that, you use that
Yeah,
every day.
yeah. All right, well, what I want to leave y'all with, man, because it's always a pleasure talking to my manhood. I believe personally that kids out there who are running amok, who are ignorant, and always giving people their ass to kiss, it's not necessarily their fault. I believe they was just conceived from the back.
It came out the ass.
Yeah, they was conceived from the back. I mean, honestly, if a man is disrespectful enough to not look at a woman in her eyes and put a baby inside of her, 9 times out of 10, it's still going to be a little hostile when the baby is born. And she's going to remember that, or he is going to remember that when he or she is born, and she's going to act out. And that's exactly what I think happens. A lot of these kids that's running the streets right now and that's acting stupid, they were conceived from the back, from back shots.
In the car.
Or in the car.
In the car.
Disrespectful conceptions.
Yeah, and they parents don't have high standards.
They ain't got high
They get
standards.
burnt up in the car, in the back of the Burger King.
They ain't get nutted in?
And ain't even get no cheese on the Whopper. Couldn't even afford it.
God damn.
That was half a Whopper because he ate the other half. And it was
Just
cold.
sad.
And it was cold. And the cheese wasn't good no more. And the fries ain't taste right because it was from early this morning.
I hate warmed up fries, man.
I won't eat them, bro.
Ah.
I won't eat them.
Let me tell y'all something, man. We about to start adding some skits to our podcast. It's going to be brilliant. This man is coming up with some stuff. I have been learning how to write screenplays. Trust me, we're taking it to another level. It's going to be amazing. I know we sit here and we rap about family stuff that you probably feel like you can't really get with right now. But if you think about it, you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for a family.
And you're going through it. You're just not a parent.
And you're going through it.
Right now.
That's the thing. Our thing is not only for married people, it's for single people. It's for everybody. Trust me, bruh. We're doing some big things. As you can see, my man Debo Wayne made the t-shirt right there. Well, he made the design for the t-shirt. And my baby girl, she did her little thing to size up the actual image. And we doing our thing, man. And also, likes, follows, and retweets is another joint y'all can check out too.
check
But
my man
let me
out.
tell y'all something,
Yeah,
man.
nut for real.
Come back. We're going to have some fun. We talk about real sugar honey iced tea. You're never going to get anything fake from my man Hood. Trust and believe. This dude is on another level when it comes to standards, when it comes to being about something. And that's what we want to put on the table so that y'all can, follow and understand that we represent something bigger than just a platform to talk sugar honey iced tea about anything what's going on in the news and all that other BS that everybody else talking about. This is different. This is next level. Check us out. Continue to support. And we're about to have an Instagram as well for Two Married Ass Men specifically. Right now, some of our stuff is on likes, follows, and retweets. But we're about to have it on Two Married Ass Men alone. All right?
And check the YouTube link out.
Check the YouTube link out, please.
And everybody call out Friday. Friday, everybody call out.
Call out on Friday.
And just watch the news. Everything gonna crumble. News probably don't even come on.
The white
You know how many
people
black
kill
people push
themselves,
them
man.
buttons?
White people kill themselves when they lose money.
That's okay, then there'll be more jobs opened up.
Nigga.
Come on, dog. Hey, man, I'm telling you, the evilness gonna remove itself. You ain't gotta do too much. You just step back, they will remove themselves. Call out Friday. I ain't going to work Friday.
Call out Friday. My man.
Until next time, peoples.
Until next time.
We is out of here.
Really gonna perpetrate, cause this 38 will be designated for all those that hate it like a chess game, man. I'd have contemplated. Your moves, you lose, now you gave me new moves, more dudes, now the top, you made the same rules.